just like that. In the place to be, man. Do not want to introduce myself. I was in Japan last week, and I realized I overthink, I overeat. I don't oversleep. I take naps and shit now, but like, I spend so much time in my head, I kind of miss out on the present moment, right? And it's happening too often. It's a reoccurring thing, and I do not want to live like that anymore. Like, I'm ready to stop it right now. So it's like carpe diem, right? So, well, what could I do? Easily, I could be more social. Now, like, I go to the grocery store, I go here, I speak to people. That's that fill the air noise, right? But, when we say, how are you today? It's like, do we really care? But we all have like internal battle that we deal with. And I feel like right now is a time for me to be more honest with myself and, come to the terms that I don't dislike humans. I just kind of dislike human nature right about now, right? Like, so I don't want to go to war, so I need to play. You feel me? And I'm just approaching that phase of my life where it's like, okay, I'm a grown man. However, I still feel like a big kid. So I don't need to judge myself for that. I just need to enjoy myself because of that. So I'm going to start documenting my art process more than I have in the past. Some people may know me from my art. They've seen it, they've purchased it, we've talked, things like that. But overall, it's been difficult for me to balance the thought of like, who I am, but then I'm an artist, right? So I didn't grow up doing art in art school or nothing like that. Life took its course, and then I discovered this passion within me, and I'm able to express myself and do it consistently. So, a person could say to me, "Oh, you're an artist," and it's like, well, I guess I am. However, I don't know what to make of that. You know what I'm saying? So I just enjoy the process, and I want to share that with myself more in a new way, a new fashion per se, and with you as well. So I'll be spending time talking to the camera. I'm gonna try to talk to the camera like it's a persons, whatever. But I would say I ask that you bear with me, as I go with this a step by step. But in all actuality, I don't give a F about that, and you shouldn't either. This visual thing is just here for now, and that's just what it is, right? We just run with it. So I'm gonna change the camera angle and position it so you can see the drawing that I'm gonna make today, which is whatever comes out on the paper. But I just want to say, creativity wins always, like always. So I'll get into more of everything later, like who I am, what I stand for, all the other. But right now, today, I wanted to make a video and do a drawing, and I didn't want to like come up with a million reasons of why I shouldn't. So I thought the best thing to do would be turn the camera on and do it. So I'm about to rock out, and we'll talk later, y'all. So let me see if I can straighten that out right there like that. And then some more like this. Tighten that up. Give this a little tilt. Like that. And then that's it for now, right? Because the last thing I'm gonna do is be editing like crazy and going ham on the thumbnails and anything else they could come up with nowadays. Like, I used to shoot videos in the ATL, you know what I mean? I used to shoot videos, I used to do photography, and it was my thing. And it still is. I love that stuff. But right now, the zone I'm in, it's like, damn, that's just a lot of brain power. I gotta use all that, right? No, but I feel like, I think if video editing is supposed to happen, then it will, right? Somebody will reach out, be like, yo, let me chop up them sessions, man. I'm like, hey, let's do it. So, but in the meantime, drawing for me is like therapy. I'm not really sure what else I would be doing if I wasn't drawing and making art. So I'm grateful that I get to do this daily. So the victim mentality thing, I'm trying to throw that out the window. So about to have at it, y'all. So I'm gonna chit chat while I do this because I really don't want like that whole music thing going on. You know what I'm saying? Music, it changes the mood of like what the viewer is getting, I think. And I don't know like about the copyright and all that stuff, but I'm sure it matters, so yeah. So I started making art, and I'd say probably like 2000, towards the end of 2015. I wanted to do something different than what I was doing. I was working at a juice bar at the time, but I was like kind of, it still felt like I was in a rat race, you know? And it's like, what is that? What is that? I've worked so many different type of jobs. And I've learned from them. So I have the experience, which was the ROI. And I wanted to work smarter, not harder. So it's a little story of how I came into actually making art, right? Like it was kind of passed on to me, but yeah, it's like it allowed me to free myself more than anything, which is be a never-ending process. It's ongoing, but I'm learning to control my panel by discovering what's in there. You know, it's kind of like a video game. You know, Dreamcast, right? They have a video game on a disc. I always wonder, like, how do they do that? Like, how do you put all that stuff into this thin thing to spin around? And I can't fathom it, right? And so art is kind of like the same way. It's like we have so much within us, and we have to have like the time available to like let the stuff out. So if all I do is overstress and think, then when do I get to let it out, right? So I've had enough relationships and breakups and all that type of stuff. It's like all that led me to what I'm doing now. And so one of the stories I can share is well, I'll get into the location and stuff later, but I had got off work one day and I didn't want to go to my spot. So I was just skating, just going. And I ran into this gentleman. He kind of lived on the street. Well, he lived on the street. And I don't even know how I ran into him, but he was just, blah, 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 he was talking. And he said that he was an artist and that he had a warehouse space over in the cut. And he wanted to show me. So I'm like, all right, yeah, I got time, man. And it took my mind off whatever was going on that day. So it was perfect. But the guy, yeah, it's like, he took me to the spot. He had a stack of books. It was like old, dirty, and he had paintings around. And he just kind of told me about his life a little bit. And I'm just listening. And before we parted, you know, I'm like, man, you know, what can I get you anything, bro? Can I grab you something from the store? And he just wanted some cigarettes, right? So got the cigarettes, and he's like, man, let me give you something, man. Like, you know, I'm like, bro, you good, bro? Like, bro, it's cigarettes, you good. It's the least I could do, man. But he's like, no, you know. So he reaches in his pocket, he pulls out a pen. And then like a little piece of paper, you know, like he had a little piece of paper on it. He pulls it out, he starts scribbling. And he's just scribbling. I'm just looking. And you know, just a few minutes, man, a little short, some time, right? Some time go by. And he's like, man, I want to give this to you. And I've been in them moments, you know what I'm saying? I know what it is, yo. It's like, look, we got these dimensions, we got these realities, we got like all this stuff that exists, right? And there's different levels to it. And I don't know what level I'm on. I just know there's levels to it. But so in that moment, I knew something was happening. So like the little paper had some stairs on it. It had like some openings that looked like, you know, an entrance to some type of palace, you know, and it had this little circle cone dish, satellite dish shaped thing that looked like it could send or receive information. It looked abstract, right? And he's like, man, I'll share this with you. So I'm like, I appreciate it, bro. You know, I appreciate it and appreciate your story, man. You take care. He said, you know. And I kept that piece of paper for I don't know how long. But that was in 2014. And now it's 2024. Right? It's 10 years later. And a couple years ago, I realized it, but now I know in present day that information changes things. Like, information changes things that I do know. So when he handed me that paper, he handed me the power. The same way the track stars passed the baton. There was something energetically being transferred via me hearing his story and him putting something in present form and passing it to me. When he handed it to me, that's why in Star Wars they say, may the Force be with you. The truth is inside you. The lie is there as well, right? It's how natural can we be to reveal thee, you know? So, as I stated, I was doing photography, I was doing videography. I'm creative. But what he handed me that day, it set it off. Right? So that could lead into part of my story, because that opened the can of worms. Because now this is all I do. This is all I want to do. This is all I am. And there's times where it's like, bro, that's it. Say nothing. Say nothing. Say nothing. Say nothing. Like, they have those, those silent retreats you can go, 3 days, 7 day, 1 month. I can only imagine what it's like to go there, experience that, and then come back into, society, whatever, and then it's like, man, it's the transition. That's why when they talk about meditation, it's just about centering yourself. Like being still in the midst of the chaos. I think that's what I'm trying to do nowadays. But like, it seems there's more chaos in my mind than there is in the world. Because the world is a reflection of my mind, although the world is happening as it is, but it must be how I perceive it all. Right? There's like, they say the only difference between a good and a bad day is your attitude. I remember my moms used to have this work shirt. It was red with white words. Attitude determines altitude. And it's like, man, if the simplest quotes ain't the realest, because it is. It don't take all day to recognize sunshine. So as I speak to myself, usually I'm like, me is telling me, me is telling me, me is telling me, me is telling me that I have the power to change my reality. I can do that in an instant. With my thoughts, I can change my life. Is that what me is telling me? Yes. So what do I want to do? I think about, I have an age, I have a name, I have a race, I have a this, I have a that. What if I don't? What if I don't, right? We're in the era where you can identify as a thumbtack if you want, right? Or I'm a penguin. I'm a whatever. It's like, my bad. So, I am what I am. Eminem said, I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, why would I say I am? It's like, who cares what people think of me? And I don't mean that in a literal sense. I mean it figuratively. All that together. Because what do it matter, really? Like when we really break it all the way down to the flow. Like, because nobody, to my knowledge, has been above and beyond the ozone layer, right? Or under the dirt, like under enough to tell us what happens when we die. Now, I think, they've said that some people have touched the light and then come back and stuff. But I'm saying it's not like written and like, this is it. This is standard true information. Like, this is what happens when you pass. Like, we don't know. So I've already spent the majority of my lifetime worrying too much. And most of it has to deal with what other people think, what other people say, and what other people do. Because if I was focused on me and myself more, then within this process, things would be different. But that's what right now is for. Because, like they say, who am I to judge? Like, life is precious. And it's too short to waste it. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. And I still have an imagination that I can tap into. There's plethora. So who am I kidding? It's time to get back to having fun. I seen the new Inside Out movie, and I cried towards the end. I mean, I be crying. I be crying sometimes. It's, I mean, shit. What can I say? Maybe that's why I cry, right? But it's like, it's really all good. But yeah, like, desiring, comparing. It's true, it can be the thief of your joy. And like I said, I be in my head, I be scrolling. I damn near forgot what I damn near forgot. Cause scrolling. Forgot what? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you, self. I'm gonna remind you that all you have to do is remember. Cause it's all there. It been there. So lately, it's been a lot of faces. But I can throw down some like shapes and all that in it, like Wham Wham too. But lately, it's been a lot of faces because it's the God in me. It's the God in me. That's what. But for real though, like, I be going through it. But isn't that worthwhile? Like, how do you win if you don't play? How do you win if you don't play? And if you can win, then that must mean you can lose. Right? So I played football, I played baseball, I ran track a lot back then. For my height and my weight, I'm pretty strong, whatever that means, right? I'll excel. I'll say that. So I'm not an athlete. I'm an arthlete, right? I'm an arthlete because, I mean, come on. Instead of destroying, I'm creating, right? I am, hypothetically speaking, I'm not into religion and all that, but I am in the image of his creation, right? So I am a generator, operator, and a destroyer. So I'm now choosing to create. And it comes from the destruction, right? Like breaking down my inner knowings and the barriers that are actually keeping me in and blocking me from exploring and discovering more and expanding my horizon. You know what I'm saying? Like I am my own worst enemy. And again, it goes back to it's just as simple as it being my thoughts. Okay, so which thoughts are mine, which thoughts aren't, to be determined. Right now, F all that. Fuck all that. I had a friend, and I use that word lightly because, come on, Facebook friends, Instagram friends, man, whatever, man. Yo, I'm good on all that. I don't need friends right now. I need connection, okay? I think. But I had a someone, and they're dear to me. And they said to me, what does it matter? And I couldn't answer it. And then I'm like, damn. I can pretty much apply that to 98% of what I experience in life. And it boils down to like, what does it matter? So, because I mean, check it out. There's a rich poor man. And there's a poor rich man. And they're on the same earth. So I can suffer from the thought of because I have not. Oh, well, that's internal. So like nothingness is abundance. And abundance is nothing. Yeah, in a way. That's what that figure eight is for. The yin and the yang. The boom bang. I mean, like, yeah. We seek pleasure and we experience pain. And it's perfect. So, I'm right where I am supposed to be, right here, right now. Yes. Oh my God. Then I love it. And I want more of it. So that's what this is today. I'm tired of being scared. You feel me? I'm tired of being scared. I don't want to live like that. So I'm opening up, you know, at my pace, because it ain't a race. And there we have it. Don't you get dry on me now. Man, I gotta let it dry because I can't drip. So yeah, y'all. I'm over that. Overthinking shit. I'm so over it, I'm under it now. I'm under the overthinking. Cause I read that they said it's this worm. Looks like a worm, right? It's like the cousin of an oyster or something. Some place on Earth where they're there more than others. And the people of the land, they hunt it and they get it out the wood and they just pick it up in the air like ramen noodles and put it in their mouth and just swallow it, right? Like minerals inside, all that. So, but it's like a salt worm or something. And they said that, this isn't verbatim, but it basically was saying that those worms sink more ships than war or something. And it's like, damn. So it's not the messenger, it's the message. Sometimes it's not power, it's speed. Sometimes it's not light, it's dark. Sometimes it's not real, it's fake. Sometimes. I've been doing some traveling lately, and one of the main things that I've had to bring back with me is it's up to me. It's up to me. So damn near everything is up to me. Now, I can't control everything. So I'm not gonna get caught up in that. I'm gonna focus on what I'm doing. I'm gonna be aware of my intents, my intentions, right? Be intentional. That way, I don't have to think about the outcome. I don't have to focus on that part. That's actually, I don't care. Grain of salt. Grain of salt. Because when I say I don't care, I mean I can't. I have to do a fraction of the whole, right? That was part of my issue before, right? I don't like to call them problems because problems have solutions. So if it's a problem, no, I'm solving it. That's what I'm going to do. And then I'm moving on. So the issue was I was creating problems. Damn, I was trying to latch on to something with that one, but yeah. So yeah, like I said, I was just in Japan. I hit the reset button, man. The world at war right now. Gender war, political war, mental warfare. Like, I don't know. I don't really know. But all that, whatever's going on. And this is my contribution right here. My war with self. And the resolution of the aftermath. I'm gonna top this off with a better one. Because I can, right? The Posca markers are my favorite. Come on, come on. Boom. Don't keep them waiting. Posca markers are my favorite. Posca markers are my favorite. Yeah. So I don't know if I'm an introvert, extrovert, excellent vert, all that. I don't know, man. I don't give. I ain't telling me about that. But I'm gonna try to be sociable, so I don't become a sociopath. I don't want to become a sociopath, right? Okay? So this is my attempt to be in the middle. All right, boom. Looks like a heart. This is my attempt to be in the middle, okay? I'm expressing myself. So I can be in the middle. Okay, I fucked that up. Oops. I like that. Dude. So it looks like he's like, anyway. 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 Ooh, that motherfucker mad, boy. Look at that. He is like, grab the fork. Hey, Jabba, stop. Jabba. Yeah. So there we have it. Okay, still rolling. Look at that, still rolling. Y'all, day at a time. Okay? I'm gonna try to talk without disclaimers, but again, this is like my first, kind of like my first video in a way, so bear with me. But I've been making art for a minute. I like painting, I like drawing, I like collages, I like doing digital stuff. I have the iPad. I've had the iPad Pencil for like 5 months, I think, and I just opened it today. So, but I used Procreate today. I made an art piece today, and I love it. Like, you can go from a thin point to a thick line just by adjusting the pressure that you put down onto the screen. To me, that is like, what the fuck? How? How? Technology, thank you. Because if I could keep it real with myself, right? Because when somebody says, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's like, motherfucker, I don't want you to lie to me. What other? Damn, you could be honest, you could lie. What else is there? Like, damn, now I don't even know if I'm what you got to say. It's like, yo, I gotta just kick it with myself. It's like, I was fearful of like AI and stuff, because it's like, I don't know how to code. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do that. Yeah, but you can try. You can just use it and see. Just use it, see what happens. What do you need it for? Try that, start there, whatever. And it's like, man. So, as you can see, I've been covering up some of my old tattoos. This hand, I just got blacked out 3 to 4 weeks ago. So, I'll do another pass. I'm gonna jump on the plane soon, so I'm gonna chill out. I don't want to be like handicapped while I'm over there chilling on the beach. So I'll do another pass in a month or two. But damn, my train of thought. What? Hold on, let me try to get that back. My damn train of thought, y'all. Well, I guess it means it's time to wrap it up. Yo, this was my first drawing on my YouTube channel. I'm going to create as I speak. So how I title things, how I post in the community post section and all that, it won't be random, but it won't be methodical. It's just gonna happen when it, you know? So yeah, anybody who's clicked the button, listened along, thank you. There'll be more to come. Peace.